go. Hi, my name is Annie. My partners are Natalia González and Mariana González, and this is our core activity video, The Everlasting War Against Things.
In the experimental design, first the theoretical framework took place, which consisted of investigating what was a soap and a detergent, historical origins, their importance in human life, production process, how they work, environmental repercussions, and most importantly, the difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable cleaners, and this research was the base for our experiment. The objective was to compare the efficiency of biodegradable and non-biodegradable detergents on 9 white pieces of fabric after being stained. The hypothesis stated was that the sample of fabric using the brushing method Ariel as a detergent will be the cleanest sample at the end of the experiment. For this experiment, there were 3 methods used: the soaking and washing method, the brushing method, and the control group. And as for the variables, the dependent variable was the cleanliness and whiteness of fabrics after being stained and washed, and the independent variables were the amount of detergent used, the brushing versus scrubbing against the washboard, the soaking, and the temperature of the water, which all varied according to the tests.
All right, now moving on to the methodology. So this is, we began with the process where we had the stain, and then we let the stain sit for 24 hours. Then we washed them with the corresponding detergents that they were assigned, and then we let them dry overnight. The materials that we used were 9 15 centimeter by 15 centimeter white fabric pieces. The materials we used to stain the fabrics were wine, mud, and Sharpie. And the 3 detergents that we used were Ariel, Limpios, and Great Value. The equipment that was used in the process was tablespoon, scrubbing brush, washboard, thermometer, stove, and pot. Now moving on to the data collection. So we had to rate the actual stains and how they did. So we used the ranking criteria of how well the stains faded, the color, and the visibility of the stains. And then we gave them a 1 out of 5 star rating. So if they did really poorly, then we gave them a 1 star. If they did really well, 5 star, etc.
As for the data analysis, the whole hypothesis was proven wrong after conducting the experiment for 3 reasons. First one being that the stains had different toughness, because the stain that vanished the most was the red wine stain and not the mud stain as originally stated in the hypothesis. Reason number 2 was that different methods were used for different stains, and the brushing method was not superior, as the test that got the highest ratings was the soaking and washing method, thoroughly discarding the logic behind the hypothesis. Reason number 3 was the detergent effectivity variation, because the detergent that worked the best was Limpios biodegradable and not Ariel non-biodegradable. And this discards the idea of biodegradable detergents having softer ingredients because it had the highest rating. The highest rating of the detergents and the average of the ratings of the methods demonstrated and thoroughly refuted the hypothesis.
Now explain the safety standards. The first one is for you to use gloves while cleaning. This to avoid damaging your skin. Second is to do not touch your eyes. This to avoid irritation and vision issues. The third one is to do not ingest any type of cleaning product to avoid poisoning or intoxicating yourself. As a fourth thing, it is of great importance for you to follow all safety standards to avoid any type of accidents and health issues. Responding to the first critical question, you should always follow the environmental ethics and more important, the interspecific justice. This because it refers into the biospheric hospitality that reminds us that we are dependent of the other species that live in the earth, and we must be empathetic and also stop damaging the environments that we have, and also avoid the extinction of other ecosystems. In order to respond to critical question number 2, we should incorporate more surfactants to biodegradable detergents. This because surfactants help detergents to degrade better in soil, and also they have microorganisms that help decrease the pollution. And for biodegradable detergents, they should have more biological base, and also they should have components that have vegetal origins. And also in the production of these biodegradable detergents, there should be the elimination of substances that are harmful for the skin. This in order to avoid the irritation and health issues when people use them.
The answer to critical question number 3 is not quite, as biodegradable detergents do not currently improve the quality of human life nor the environment, and here's why. They have very poisonous effects on aquatic life as they destroy the external mucus layers of fish that protect them from bacteria. They also have very suspicious metrics, as biodegradability is measured at 28 days in the presence of air. And during this time, all of the molecules are going to escape from sewage treatment plants and spread in the environment. Also, the fact that a product is biodegradable does not mean that it's non-polluting, not to mention that the effect of biodegradable products in the ecosystem is unknown. So even though biodegradable detergents are known for contaminating less, they still affect the environment. So as for now, there's still a long way to go, as companies are not making the detergents less chemically induced, and biodegradable detergents are not people's first choice. My personal conclusion is that biodegradable detergents are better than non-biodegradable ones, but the lack of people investing in them drastically slows down the possibility of change. There could be a chance of change if the majority of people invested in them. However, as very few people do, it will take the whole world a lot of years to make the detergents less toxic products and a significant change.
My conclusion is environmental ethics are very important for people to follow and reflect in order to take better care of the environment. This because they are very important and we shouldn't take them for granted, and people should follow them to love the environment and evolve.
My personal conclusion is biodegradable detergents have potential to be better for the environment. However, the goal should not be increase the number of consumers in order to make them more effective and more universally accessible. Thank you so much.
And these are our sources. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.